When has someone tried to guilt trip you? I got to my local coffee shop early Saturday morning and claimed the perfect corner table by the window. It had outlets, great lighting, and enough space to spread out my laptop and textbooks for a full day of studying. Around 10 a.m., I noticed this group of 4 college girls circling the cafe like vultures, pointing at different tables and shaking their heads. They were clearly looking for the ideal Instagram setup. I watched them reject table after table. Too dark, too crowded, not aesthetic enough. Their frustration was growing as the cafe filled up with the weekend rush. They kept glancing at my spot and whispering among themselves. Finally, they approached my table where I had my calculus textbook open and notes spread everywhere. The apparent leader, a blonde girl with perfectly curled hair, put on her sweetest smile. "Excuse me, we really need this table for like 30 minutes. We're doing a photo shoot for our sorority's charity event." I politely declined, explaining I'd been there since 8 a.m. and planned to study all day for my midterm Monday. That's when the guilt trip machine started. "It's for charity," she emphasized, like I was personally robbing orphans. "We're raising money for underprivileged kids. Don't you care about helping children?" I pointed to several other tables that would work perfectly fine for photos, but apparently they weren't good enough. Her friend joined in with fake concern. "We drove 45 minutes to get here specifically for this table. The lighting is perfect for showcasing our fundraising efforts." I reminded them the cafe operated on first come, first served basis, not first to claim charity work. Then came the tears. The third girl actually started crying. "We've been planning this for months. Our deadline is Monday, and we'll lose our spot in the philanthropy showcase if we don't get these photos today." I glanced around and noticed they had 0 charity materials, no signs, nothing indicating actual fundraising. The fourth girl tried a different approach. "Look, we'll pay you $20 to move. That's more than you'll spend on coffee all day." When I declined, she upped it to $50, then $100. Suddenly, their desperate charity mission had a pretty substantial budget for bribing students. The blonde got increasingly aggressive. "You're being selfish. We're trying to help the community while you're just sitting here doing homework. Which is more important?" Other customers were starting to stare as her voice carried across the cafe. That's when I opened my laptop and showed them my screen. "I'm actually tutoring underprivileged high school students online for free. 3 sessions scheduled today. So technically, I'm doing charity work too, just without the Instagram documentation." Their faces fell instantly. The crying girl stopped mid-sob. The blonde stammered something about how that was different because it wasn't official. I suggested they could document their charity work anywhere in the cafe with good lighting, pointing out 4 suitable spots within 20 feet. They regrouped for one final guilt assault. "Fine, but when those poor kids don't get help because we couldn't raise awareness properly, it's on you," the blonde declared dramatically. I told them those kids would probably prefer actual help over performative social media posts. That's when the barista walked over. "Ladies, you're disrupting other customers. Either order something and find a table, or you need to leave." Turns out they'd been arguing with 3 other people before me, trying to claim their tables for the same charity photo shoot. The barista quietly told me they'd been coming in weekly with different stories. Sometimes it was charity, sometimes a class project, sometimes a family emergency, always targeting the same corner table for Instagram purposes. They weren't even enrolled at the local university like they'd claimed. The girls realized they'd been exposed and started gathering their designer bags and ring lights. As they headed for the door, I heard the blonde muttering to her friend